Hello and welcome to the Possible Education YouTube channel. Today we will be diving into the ultimate strategy for conquering your upcoming examination, which is the Common University Entrance Test 2024. So we'll be talking about 5 tips to score more in the GK section. Let's begin with the very first one. So the very first tip is create a schedule. Now, developing an effective study plan is very crucial for your CUET examination. And अब मुझे भी पता है, आपको भी पता है, बचपन से टाइम टेबल्स वगैरह तो बनाते ही हैं. But now we are going to make such a kind of a schedule which is through which we are able to achieve our daily and our weekly goals. So the very first step to that is assessment and goal setting. मतलब कोई भी स्टडी प्लान बनाने से पहले यू हैव टू असेस कि आपने जीके में कौन से टॉपिक्स करने हैं. So topics such as history, geography, trivia, economy, general science, etc. You need to get a hold of all of the topics जो आपने पढ़ने हैं. And then you take a moment to identify the areas जहाँ पे आप बहुत ज़्यादा confident हैं और ऐसे areas जहाँ पे आपको बहुत ज़्यादा attention देनी पड़ेगी. It will require a lot of attention from your end. Now, this self assessment will guide you in setting extremely realistic targets for each day and every week. Right after that, जैसे आपने ये assessment कर ली, then you will start making daily goals. And let me tell you, daily goals means daily manageable goals. तो अपने subjects को छोटे छोटे sections में आप divide करना. उसके बाद you can assign specific topics to each day based on their complexity and your familiarity with them. But the most important thing is you cannot overwhelm yourself. You have to remain very consistent, जिसके लिए आपको realistic goals ही बनाने पड़ेंगे. तो इस तरीके से आपके daily goals हो गए और then you will make your weekly milestones. कि ठीक है, I've done this in 7 days and on the 7th day I will look back at those 7 days. Of course, I will also revise that, which is very important also. But more than that, the minute you have achieved that weekly milestone, please give a treat to yourself. You have to take a moment to celebrate your achievements because it is it's a motivational boost. अच्छा, एक और चीज जो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो हम लोग टाइम टेबल बनाने के टाइम पे कभी भी नहीं सोचते हैं, इज दैट बहुत सारी चीजें बीच में आएंगी. लाइफ माइट थ्रो अनएक्सपेक्टेड कर्व बॉल्स योर वे एंड दैट इज परफेक्टली फाइन. You can adjust your plan whenever needed, but make sure that you're dedicating time to your revision. बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. तो आप flexibility और revision के लिए अलग से आप रखिए time कि yes, if I can't study from 2 to 3 o'clock because of whatever reason under the sun, but at least this 1 hour I will do before I sleep, and I will also try to revise whatever I've done. And the most important thing while sticking to a schedule is consistency. The second step towards reaching your goal is mastering the fundamentals. You have to lay down your foundation, you have to focus, and you have to, focus on your fundamentals. So ये वाला जो robust groundwork है, ये आपको आपके पूरी की पूरी preparation में बहुत ज़्यादा help करेगा. अब किस तरीके से हम अपने बेसिक्स पे फोकस कर सकते हैं एंड हाउ डू वी मास्टर देम. पहली बात तो हमने अपने सब्जेक्ट सारे के सारे सेट असाइड कर लिए. नाउ यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई फंडामेंटल कॉन्सेप्ट्स. सो इन इकोनॉमी यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट अच्छा यार, बिकॉज मैं न्यूज में इतना ज्यादा पढ़ रही हूँ अबाउट द इंटरनेशनल मॉनेटरी फंड, तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल बैलेंस ऑफ पेमेंट बिकम्स अ वेरी फंडामेंटल कॉन्सेप्ट. और फिर उस कॉन्सेप्ट को और ब्रेक डाउन करो. पहले पढ़ो कि मैं एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे आपको बता रही हूँ, यू कैन डू इट इन डिफरेंट वेज, राइट. सो इफ आई हैव टेकन अप लेट्स से द IMF, then which are the twin financial institutions, right? What is the IMF? When was it made? Who's heading it? How many members are there? Where is the headquarter? So you identify the fundamental concept and then you break it down into topics. And फिर आप you begin with your practice. छोटे सिंपल प्रॉब्लम्स के साथ, इजी MCQs के साथ एंड बेस बिल्डिंग करने के बाद देन वी विल गो ऑन टू द कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रॉब्लम्स, सो दैट एक बच्चा बहुत इजीली ओवरवेल्म ना हो जाए. तो उसका जैसी फाउंडेशन बेस बन जाता है ना किसी चीज के ऊपर, then any kind of tricky MCQ that comes your way, you will be able to do it very easily, and for which you require great learning resources. So you make sure that you utilize all of our educational videos, which are there to reinforce the understanding of your basics. Make sure to utilize all of the online resources that are provided by CUET Possible, and that will make you understand that topic from different perspectives, and it will also enhance your comprehension of that particular topic. टारगेट सेट तो हमने वैसे ही कर लिए, राइट? तो डेली और वीकली टारगेट्स और रिवीजन की वजह से हमें और बढ़िया तरीके से इसको हम ले सकते हैं। पर पूरी की पूरी प्रिपरेशन में टू एस एनी काइंड ऑफ अ competitive examination, two things are very very important. One is patience and the second one is persistence. You see, sometimes what happens in certain concepts, it takes a little bit of time for certain students to master the fundamentals, and time is what we have and we need to use it very very well. Now let's come on to the third point, or the third tip to increase your scores or to score very well in the GK section. This is previous year papers. So engaging with question papers from previous years to familiarize yourself with the question formats and exam patterns that are typically used. You know, things such as static ज़्यादा आता है कि current ज़्यादा आता है. तो अभी हमने पिछले 2 साल से जो भी एग्जाम देखे हैं, they are more static oriented. But mind you, it is static वही पूछा जाता है जो current में है. So if the new parliament building is in the current, they can ask you who were the earlier architects, or when was the old building inaugurated, or who inaugurated it. You know, so all of that becomes very, very important, and hence, you know, looking at the previous year papers and understanding them is very, very important to analyze the kind of format, right? And then we can take it forward. We can manage our time wisely. We can evaluate what kind of questions have come, and उसी तरीके से we can prepare or align our preparation. The fourth one, which is apart from everything, I mean, all of these steps are very important, but this is exceptionally important. अब previous year paper question वाले ही questions अगर दोबारा से पूछ लेंगे तो competitive examination मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा easy नहीं हो जाएगा. So hence we need to practice very, very nice mock tests, which are provided by CUET Possible, right? Which is why we've got such phenomenal results in the past. So these mock tests have been aligned according to the demand of the paper. And so we also, in our centers, simulate the actual exam conditions, which helps the child, you know, to be very, very prepared on the D-Day. So you have to embrace realism, you know, by stepping into our centers. And you can imagine stepping into an examination, actual examination room. That's the vibe that you're going to get when you come to us. And we prepare these mock tests which are aligned, absolutely aligned with the paper, right? After which, analyzation of your performance, you know, we analyze the performance once you have completed the mock test. And thereafter, we understand, you know, which are the questions that you nailed and where did you stumble. And once we identify the weak points, तो फिर उसके ऊपर काम करना बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. फिर हम रिफाइन कर सकते हैं अपने शेड्यूल को, अपने फंडामेंटल्स को और ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग कर सकते हैं. And finally, the focus should be on speed and accuracy because that is the demand of any kind of a competitive examination. So you have to recognize this need. You know, imagine, picture this. You're sitting in an examination hall with limited time ticking away. And that is why refining your speed and accuracy is so crucial. Because you have to acknowledge that your exam success is not just about knowing the content. आपको शायद बहुत अच्छा आता है. लेकिन how are you able to tackle the question swiftly yet precisely? That is what is important, right? Which is why every time you're giving a mock, you need to set the clock and you need to be aware of how much time you're taking while doing that question. Thereafter, of course, analyzing your performance is something that we've already spoken about. And time management techniques को अपनाना वो भी बहुत important है. So these are few tips that you can keep in mind to score better in your GK section in the general test in your CUET examination of 2024. Thank you very much, and for more such strategy and informative videos, kindly like, subscribe our channel CUET Possible. Thank you very much.